Yo, welcome back guys, this is EXO singing an acoustic session and we've got the songs Lady Luck and What If. Now, I got a fair amount of criticism for my last EXO video, people saying, how don't you know about EXO, and that EXO are renowned singers, that is their focus, a little bit more so than shall I say, other groups. I'm not going to mention the other. I didn't break down enough detail, I didn't go into much technique in my reaction, or in my previous EXO reaction. So this one, I'm going to go into a little bit more detail. I'm hoping that I can convince you guys that I actually have something useful to offer this world. Because I'm a vocal coach, I teach singing lessons over Skype during the week. I have another channel and I have an ebook available to buy called Becoming a Natural Singer. Check out the links in the description. Right, let's kick in. Let's see what's going down with the EXO clan.
She's my baby.
Love that mixture and blend. You can always tell when you've got a confident singer when they can move between different types of sounds without a sense of clunking over. Now, any clunk there, you hear a change in the type of quality in the sound. You don't hear any clunk. You hear this just sense of, where's the break? Where's the change? Where's the transition? You don't know.
You're walking into my door.
Yeah. You squeezes there on this type of sound. This type of heavier compression right there after starting a little bit lighter. And this guy goes at it a little bit more gently. This guy in particular seems to have a lot of variety in his technique. And you'll find that with backing vocals is they tend to take a lighter coordination if they are accompanying a lead vocal more so. They will take on a little bit typically of this this type of quality here. It's very gentle. They'll take on this type of quality. It's a lighter compression. The vocal cords are coming together a little bit more gently. It's not it's it's this type of thing a lot more. See that? Lovely. Wow. Love these backing vocals. Stupid thing in the corner. There we go. Ruining the video. Nice. Change it to another song. So here's the thing, guys. When you talk about singing on a lighter quality, a lot of the time people they want to sing with more power and more squeeze. They want to, they want to fill out the room. They don't realise that the way you get to that typically is from really understanding some of the subtleties and detail in what you're doing. And a lot of the time, people who want to sing powerful, they can't necessarily get through their range balanced. They can't go. When they go up in range towards that mid-range, they desperately want to squeeze. They want to squeeze, and I'm like, Back off. You've got to learn to transition through your range without the need for closure. And then you can incorporate the closure into your voice, but without using it as a crutch. Closure can far too often be used and abused. And these guys show you the path. They show you the way. I don't know how much we're going to get through this whole video because we're only 2 minutes in. And I can't stop talking.
깊어진 하루 틈 사이 너는 조용히 다가와 어둠을 걷어내고 나의 잠을 깨워 그리고 멀어져 열린 창문차 너머로 또 길을 잃었나 밤 공기가 아직 차가워 일어나 So baby hold on 널 혼자 두게 가 거리를 두고 너의 뒤를 따라가 쏟아지는 달빛에 샤워 그 화려한 표정은 본 적이 없어 그림처럼 멈춘 네가 보여 그 시선 끝엔 닿을 수가 없는
Wow, quite a lot of people right there.
비친 건 그 사람이 아니야 이뤄질 수 없는 Spin 너의 스토리 가까워질수록 더 아파질 테니 그 사랑만은 stop
Now right there you hear a little bit more of a more obvious shift in the type of sound, but it's still finessed. So some singers are able to navigate a little bit more seamlessly than others through their range. But even singers who are not navigating as smoothly, a lot of the time, and I'm thinking of a singer like Leona Lewis would be, at least historically, she was a good example of this. She kind of had two very distinctive type of qualities, and she moved between them very obviously a lot of the time. The thing is, she did it with such finesse that it just made sense to the listener. It wasn't out of control, it was in control, even though you were hearing very deliberate and obvious changes in the type of quality. It sounded more like a choice than a not knowing what to do at the top, if that makes sense. Love that little. It's gentle, but there's some presence there. I don't have subtitles, guys. What is he saying?
나를 한순간 뚫고 가 세기로 불러주면 나에게로 다가와 놀라워 삼각처럼 가득 차 너를 마주한 순간 oh my 편하게 여기 앉아 이제 내 얘기를 들어 Oh I don't care 멀리 멀리 돌아간대도 이렇게 너 곁에 단 한 남자가 돼줄 테니 내 마음은 내 입술
Wow. It's a couple of times in there, guys, where we heard a little bit of texture. This kind of this type of quality, a little bit of extra squeeze, but pushed through and balanced out with air. And outside of that, this vulnerable quality at the top, which is emphasized a lot, this type of, oh, this this type of sound here. They're able to sing here and really embrace this part of their voice. And what is that? It's vulnerable and it sounds a little bit feminine. And this type of sound is a lot more acceptable for guys nowadays. You know, you've got countertenors in classical music. You've got a lot of pop singers that use it. You've got all types of singers that emphasize this type of quality. But it requires a guy to be vulnerable, which doesn't necessarily come to them as naturally a lot of the time as it does to women, at least in my view. So any guys that do this, I'm kind of like, big respect, because, you know, it requires you to put yourself out there and expose yourself a little bit. Wow. These guys have crazy amounts of skills. Amazing singers and super good dancing. Wow. You hear that? Got this lovely transition between sounds. Let's give one example so I can show you exactly what I mean. There. This bit. Squeeze and presence coming in. Now after that and before that, more in the middle, more in a gentler spot. How do we build that type of intensity into our voice, into a singer? We have to be able to close those chords precisely and aggressively. We have to be able to find that squeeze, as I call it. Now, it seems obvious to say this and demonstrate it a little bit. But in all honesty, this skill doesn't come naturally to a lot of people. If you ask them to squeeze in a certain way on the vocal cords, they can't quite do it, which is why I emphasize it a lot, because without that ability to close the chords precisely and effectively, you could practice forever. You will not get anywhere because the foundation is incorrect. These guys show you constantly, like, how do I get more substance into the sound? Ultimately, got to get the vocal cords together closely and deliberately. Ooh, I love that. It's like voiceless sound. Whisper. I thought he was just the guitar player. And he does singing. Amazing. go. You heard it right there. And one thing that's tricky, guys, is moving between coordinations. So what do I mean by that is it's typically easier to just stay on one compression level and just sit there. If you go from heavy to light and then back again multiple times within a song, it's very easy to get tripped up. It's very easy to get a little bit too squeezy and then find it hard to back off. Or you back off so much that when you go to squeeze, you're a bit tentative. These guys have none of those issues because they know what they're doing. Yeah. And I think we will leave it there. I think we've just covered Lady Luck there, and I think the next song for the next few minutes must be What If. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Was this reaction worthy of EXO? And if you've got any other ideas for EXO reactions or any reactions, hit me up as well. Let me know. If you've liked this video, hit the thumbs up. If you've loved it, hit the subscribe. I'll see you very soon. Have a great day wherever you are, whatever you're up to. Take care. Bye!